Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Thoughts of a Rambling Mind. As you know, I only make videos when I find something intriguing, and of course, I'm intrigued. When you watch Errol Spence fights, you begin to notice a lot of patterns repeating themselves. One of the patterns that took a longer time for me to notice was body posture. The reason why it took so long for me to notice it is because it doesn't seem like much of a pattern unless you put all his fights together. Notice the posture of these guys as he's hitting them. See, the fights don't start off like this. They start off pretty regular. The guy's trying to fight, the opponent trying to get close, maybe beating Errol Spence to this game. But as the punches start to land pretty early in the fight, you can see a change in Errol Spence's opponent. You can see that they begin to recognize that each punch hurts, and then a switch occurs. They switch from primarily trying to attack into primarily trying to defend. The key signal that they're feeling the pain is this two-handed block. It almost looks like the peekaboo style. But as you notice the extra arch in the back, it signifies that there's pain not only from the headshots, but also from the body shots they're trying to avoid. You see over and over and over, fighter after fighter, they begin to take on this form. They take on this position. It's almost like a standing fetal position. Now, these fighters aren't broken at this point. They're still willing to fight. They're still in the fight. Some of them still think they can win. But they can't take the pain of each individual punch. This presents a problem for Terrence Crawford. Because if Terrence Crawford gets hit with one of these punches, part of his nature is to fight fire with fire. If you see Terrence Crawford in this position, that means that he's in pain. We will be able to tell very early whether or not Crawford will be able to sustain the onslaught of Errol Spence. This is why I call Kenny Porter's tactics with Sean the cheat code. Because Sean Porter is one of the only fighters that's faced Errol Spence that did not assume this position. He was able to move and maneuver Errol Spence out of position enough so that he would be able to withstand the punishment from Errol Spence for 12 rounds. Also a testament to Sean Porter's frame and body structure. The two-handed block that you're seeing here, again, similar to the peekaboo style, but not quite it. This two-handed block limits Errol Spence's opponent's offense, but they're not concerned with this limitation. Their main concern is to not sustain repeated blows from this animal, this machine in front of them. Errol Spence eventually demoralizes all of his opponents. And we all know why, right? Over the course of a fight, if you watch his style, it only makes sense. But to actually see that early on in the fight, before these guys are willing to quit, they recognize that there's a serious problem. It's not a coincidence that all of these different fighters are all in this position. No. Errol Spence is taking them completely out of their game plan, simply with the power of a punch. These are professional boxers. They train for months in preparation for these fights. They go in with sparring partners that simulate the fighting style of the person that they will be fighting. The weight, the length, and body structure of that opponent. The fact that each of these fighters are all assuming this same position, I don't think we can call this a coincidence. And I'll be looking for this in the fight against Terrence Crawford. I want to see if Terrence Crawford is going to do like Mikey and Danny Garcia and limit his output severely. Mikey and Danny Garcia were able to take these punches on with one-handed blocks. Sean Porter as well was able to take these with one-handed blocks. Larte slipped these punches. So anyway, these are my thoughts of a rambling mind. Like, share, subscribe. Drop a comment down in the comment section. I always read and reply to each and every one. And y'all get at each other, man. Y'all be too sweet down in the comment section. Anyway, I'm out.
No think.